Hey, what's up guys? So how's everybody doing today? So if you guys have watched my first video or follow me on Instagram, in this video you can kind of tell that something's a little bit different. I'm not in the same car. And also you can tell that I haven't been vlogging in the past like 6 months. So what's different is I'm in a new car, and the reason why I haven't been vlogging as much anymore, well, since the first video, as I should say, is because, well, let's just say that the car that I was driving before was the 2008 Scion TC, and what happened was I was on my way from school to work, and what happened was I was driving and the motor blew and it pushed me into a guardrail at 65. So the motor itself was done. It didn't do too much damage, but they totaled the car, so I haven't really been able to vlog in that car. And I mean, there's just been a lot going on lately, and I got a new car, which is a 2015 Chevy Cruze LT, which is 6-speed with a 1.4 turbo motor in it. It's not too bad. It's not the fastest thing in the world. And right here I'll show you a couple pictures of my car, and maybe even a couple videos or something of what it sounds like, because lately I didn't do too much to it yet. All I did was I put a cold air intake on it. I do have a lot of plans for the car in the future if you guys want to keep following up on that. A little bit, I'll give myself a little bit of an introduction, and sorry about the leaf blow over here. It's kind of loud and annoying, but what are you gonna do? But alright, so a little bit of an introduction about myself if you've never watched my videos before, or my one video before, is my name is Dakota Davidson, as you can see on the video. I'm vlogging just events and some stuff about my life and stuff like that. Like, I like to do stuff with cars and photography, stuff like that. And I'm a pretty big bowler. That's what I do on my free time and stuff like that. And I like to go to the gym now. Another thing I like to do is I like to go to a bunch of car meets. I love to go to car meets. I was just to one on Sunday, which was Cars and Coffee down at Steel Stacks in Bethlehem. Oh, and also I live in Monroe County in Pennsylvania, where all the potholes are, and it's pretty shitty, but what are you gonna do? And especially the weather that fluctuates all the time. It's never a constant, oh hey, it's 80 degrees for a whole week. It's like always like 80, and sometimes it'll drop down to like 50, and then it will rain, and next it would be nice, and it's a real pain in the ass, but what are you gonna do? It's the climate anymore. So yeah, this is about my second time ever actually vlogging. I'm kind of, as you can tell, I'm kind of fidgety, and I stutter, and I'm nervous in front of the camera. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm very interested in doing this, and I really like vlogging, and it's something that really interests me, especially with photography itself. I'm very interested in photography. I won't be doing daily vlogs just yet, because I've been actually really busy lately with other things, but I will try to get videos in just about probably just about like every weekend, like every Sunday when I'm not working. Also, I'll show you some pictures from the accident and stuff from my Scion TC, and I'll show you some pictures of like what happened to the motor and stuff. It wasn't majorly bad, but the only reason why they totaled it is because how much I owed on it. Sorry. To fix it, it would have actually costed more than what I owed on it. It was going to cost about like $4,000, and I didn't feel like paying $4,000 just to get it fixed when I had when the car itself had a lot of miles on it, and I mean, I'd have to put a whole new motor and everything else in it, so I didn't feel like bothering. So I went to where I work now, which is at Wingap Chevrolet Buick. I got a pretty good deal on them on this car. I had 21,000 miles on it when I first got it, and I mean, it was used, obviously, and the only reason why I honestly got it is because I wanted to learn how to drive stick, and I heard that this car, the Chevy Cruzes, were one of the most, not really most popular, but the best, the easiest, sorry, to actually like learn how to drive stick and stuff on. So I thought I'd give it a shot, because I was always interested in buying a stick, and that's the whole reason why at first I went up to go look at the Scion. If you remember, if you ever watched my first video, I actually went up to Joakim Karud for that car because of the whole reason that they said it was stick, but when I got there it wasn't. But I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a pretty nice car. It was definitely a step up from the Volvo and everything else I had. But yeah, I picked up my car. It was like $14,800 plus tax, so say in a $15,000 range around it costed. And I put decoder intake on it. I got gauges and stuff for it. Not too bad. I did little things here and there. Soon I want to do something else to the car. I want to actually I want to get different wheels for it. I want to get coilovers for it. I want to get the windows tinted. I mean, I had the car since September. I had a lot of time to do things to it, but I wanted to get used to driving stick and actually like driving the car itself before I did too much to it, because I don't want to do much to the car if I wasn't going to like it or anything else, which I do like it. Don't get me wrong, it's a pretty nice car. It's got a small motor in it, which is pretty upsetting, but what are you going to do with an eco car? Also, yeah, I want to do that. There's still some stuff I want to do. I want to do an intercooler. I want to get an exhaust. I definitely need to get an exhaust because it's really quiet. You can't even hear the car. All you can hear is the intake, and it's pretty... I mean, it sounds nice with the intake, but it's pretty annoying that it's so quiet. But it's nothing to turn heads. So yeah, this was a little video on a little bit of an introduction about me, since this is technically kind of, it's my second, but it feels like my first vlog. But I'm definitely gonna get back into it. I'm gonna try to get videos out just about every week, like 1 or 2 times a week, just for now to start off a little bit, to get used to myself in front of the camera. But also what I want to do is I'm gonna go to a bunch of different events, and I'll film at events and stuff like that. And also, if you guys haven't yet followed me on my Instagram page, go ahead and do so. I'll drop it down right here, and it's Dakota Vlogs. It's a weird name, but it's all I could come up with at that time. But yeah, I'll post a bunch of pictures on there, like different thumbnails and stuff, and I'll put some hints on there of what I'm doing to my car next. And also, another thing, I was just sponsored by Car Sponsors, which isn't hard because you gotta pay $80 whatever for it, well, $79. So if you guys ever want to do so, please check out carsponsors.com. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear the intake, but I mean, we could try it. So yeah, peace out, and have a good day, everybody.